Hello and welcome back to Naga Diaries. Today I am not in my tatami room because I figured I wanted to do a video without freezing. It's not actually quite warm enough to just wear the t-shirt, but it'll do for now. Anyway, what I've got for you today is a presentation of two of my absolute favorite citrus fruits. But before we get that far, I have more things that I want to do because I found a tea. Tea's Tea. That's the brand name, of course. I've seen different teas of this brand. I think they meant to make it taste tea, but they made it Tea's Tea. Anyway, this one is chamomile and apple tea. And given that it's winter, I feel like chamomile is a pretty good thing. So I've been chugging chamomile tea for the past couple of weeks. So I have here, and that's an interesting way of making the little tag on the tea bag there. Anyway, stick that in a mug. Stick it in a mug and keep the tag outside so that you can actually take it out. Good job, me. And let's get some hot water on there. Boop. And then while that smells real nice. Anyway, while that's sitting over there to brew, let's put it there. You can kind of see it. Anyway, I've got a couple of citrus fruits here, and the first ones I've got, these little ones. These are kumquats. In Japanese, they're called kinkan, which means golden orange, and well, the English word kumquat actually comes from Chinese, and don't worry, I'm not going to try to pronounce anything in Chinese because that's just going to be absolutely butchered. But anyway, that word also means golden orange, so it's the same word just in Japanese. They are these tiny little things, as you can see, and you can eat them just like this. Anything. Usually there's a lot of little seeds like these in there, but you can eat anything just fine. Good job planning this, like chewing the thing for 10 seconds and not being able to talk. Good job, me. Anyway, they are fantastic. They've got this really interesting combination of sourness and sweetness. I can't really work out whether it's the peel or it's the flesh inside that's sweet and which one is sour, but it really wonderfully complements each other. You bite into it and it's just two different flavors that mix. It's also got a hint of bitterness, that's probably from the peel, but you've got the sourness and the citrusy part, and then there's a wonderful sweetness coming through as well. So it's one of my absolute favorite citrus fruits, and I was lucky to find some of these over at my local supermarket over here. As you might expect, they are not locally grown, as you know, you probably can't really grow citrus fruits way up here in the cold north. Bag looks like this. Yes, I went and bought another one because they're so delicious. They're actually from Kagoshima, which is basically the southernmost part of Japan you can get to without flying way off to Okinawa or something. Way off on the southernmost main island of Japan, Kyushu, and the southern part of that is Kagoshima, and that's where these ones are from. It's got a little tag here saying the name of the farmer. I think it's Aihiko Iwashita, so good job, Aihiko Iwashita. You made some really good kumquats. They are absolutely delicious. Another citrus fruit that I've found is this guy. And as you might see, it's a little bit larger than the kumquat. These ones come in a range of sizes, ranging from like a large tangerine up to basically grapefruit size, as this one does. This is an Yolk. I do not know the English name for it. According to the Wikipedia page, this is apparently the second most grown citrus fruit in Japan. I usually use a knife to help me peel it because it's got a very thick, leathery peel, so I like to just cut a little bit in there, like so that you can actually open it. Something like that, and then spray myself in the eye. There we go. Because as you can see, it's got this really thick peel, and it is extremely juicy. Like just bending this peel makes my hand completely soaked in juices from the thing. But it smells absolutely fantastic. It's kind of difficult to explain. Oh wow, just a giant shower of citrus oils as I peel this thing. It's difficult to explain because it's a distinct citrusy smell, but it's not like characteristic like any other type of citrus fruit that I've smelled. It's really quite easy to peel, even if it's got this very thick leathery peel, that's what it's called. It's easy to peel, even if the peel is thick. Like you can just take it off in a big chunk like this, and so the inside is quite a bit smaller. Let's see if we can pluck this one apart. Comes out in nice little bits like this. You'll see the color is slightly like a pale orange thing, and I have just got Yolk oils sprayed all over the place here. It's difficult to explain the flavor. Like, imagine a cross between a grapefruit and a tangerine. It doesn't have the distinct bitterness of a grapefruit, and it doesn't have the distinct sweetness of a tangerine, but the flavor is kind of like a mix between the two, somewhere in between. Of course, they come in as with any fruit, you'll have some good ones and some bad ones. I had a couple of ones that were quite dry, but this one's very juicy and very flavorful. Actually, this one is a bit more bitter than I think they usually are. That's a bit closer to a grapefruit than usual. But it is really, really good. So, if you ever come to Japan and want like some citrus fruits, I can recommend kumquats and these Yolk. Get them. They're nice. Got a couple of seeds in there as well. Anyway, I think my tea is about done brewing. It's probably well overbrewed now, but I was busy eating citrus fruits, come on. Boop. We just use the peel as a little holder for the tea bag. Smells very... I was going to say apple-y, but it's kind of like berries. That's weird because it's supposed to be apple and chamomile. Oh no, yeah, that definitely is apple. I think I left it brewing for a little bit too long. There's definitely black tea in there as well, not just chamomile. So I think the black tea taste is kind of overpowering the chamomile, but the apple flavor is coming through really, really nicely. And there's one last thing that I wanted to taste, and that is these Yubari melon candies from Hokkaido. It was actually one of my online acquaintances. Wow, why is that word so difficult to say? One of my online acquaintances who gave me this one. You might remember I talked about having paid a bunch of tickets for a lot of people on the internet. Yeah, one of the guys that I paid for a ticket for, when I handed over the ticket and he then paid me back, he also gave me these Yubari melon candies from Hokkaido because he just visited Hokkaido, and I haven't actually gotten to taste them yet. And the other day he mentioned like, oh, I hope you liked them, and so I feel kind of bad for not having tasted them. So we are sorting that out right now. Oh, cute little orange package. This is very Japanese. Everything is individually wrapped inside the things. These ones are not, but you can buy individually wrapped bananas. You know, bananas that come with a natural casing from nature's side, you just peel off, comes individually wrapped in a plastic bag. Anyway, yeah, Japan is crazy about their packaging. That's the word. Here is a melon candy. Let's see what it's like inside. Or, you know, let's not. Let's just rip it into tiny little pieces. Looks like that. It's like a chewy caramel kind of thing. Well, it's not. It's obviously not caramel, but yeah, like a chewy thing. Has a very, very strong melon flavor. Alright, these orange melons. Yubari melons are really, really great. They also get super expensive. Like, you will find Yubari melons that will cost somewhere between 5 and 10,000 yen for a single melon, which in Danish kroner is like 300 to 600 kroner. And like, these are the normal price ranges that you can just go to the market and find them. I visited the morning market in Hakodate this summer, and those were the normal melon prices that they had there. They go even more expensive when you get the super fancy, like super high quality ones. It's ridiculous. For a melon, one melon. Alright, candy is delicious. And the actual melons are also delicious, but they're super expensive. Anyway, this time I've got some more healthy stuff to finish up than usual, because citrus fruit all over the place rather than, you know, the sweets and whatever that I usually get. So I shall go and get healthy, and I'll see you again at some indeterminate point in the future, probably in about a week, since, you know, that's about my release schedule, isn't it? See you then. Swoosh!